Yeah, like, as you can see, it's a situation where there's people on the deck in one scene, and there's just people not on the deck in another scene. So I think they just kind of get, like, lifted out of the boat by tentacles and just disappear. So back to our boat. We're looking for unknown fates. We want to figure out how people died. And then we're gonna start the really hard part of who the hell are they? Which I am not good at. But thankfully we have Importer here. He has a galaxy brain. He's gonna help us out. Unknown soul. Alright, speared by a terrible beast. Knifed by the other guy. Oh, what we got? Drowned. I'm pretty confident on the drowns. It makes sense. Your galaxy brain needs a recharge? I refuse to acknowledge that. Just submit answers until they're correct. The problem there is the way the game works is you can only... It will only accept guesses when you get 3 of them right. So we need 3 people fully filled out. And we have currently 0 people filled out, which is rough. Spiked by a terrible beast, decapitated. Shot with a gun by Charles Minor. Terrible beast. I'm thinking we're almost done with fates. If I recall, we have like 1 or 2 more unknown fates. Brown, terrible beast. Ah, here we go. So we don't know what happened to this person or this person. Let's focus on these 2. So he disappears in the Doom. And this guy also disappears in the Doom, also disappears in the Doom. So I'm guessing they're drowned by terrible beasts. Whoop, went too far. What do we got here? Got your fates. Alive. I think it's just the 2. We just have the 2 people left. So disappeared in the Doom. That's what we're working with here. 2 people that disappeared in the Doom. I guess that's what we're trying to figure out now. Flip. We're going for the Doom here. Soldiers of the Sea. The Doom. They should be listed here. Alright, what page was it on? Oh my god, here we go. Disappeared in the Doom. Problem is we don't have a chapter. What chapter do we think they disappeared in the Doom? Show me your memories. So this guy's in a few. Just send me a very accurate mask of yourself, and I'll visit you using a very terrible impression of you. That sounds strange. That's a weird way to impersonate someone for family reasons. Unknown soul. What kind of person could this be? I'm guessing he's one of... I'm thinking he's a seaman, just by going by what we have left. Can I see the full group photo, please? Group photo, please! Give me the group photo. No, not memories on the deck map. Please, brain. Help me. Help me help you. Underway sketch. Like, I'm guessing he's just one of the seamen. He's hanging out in the group. Seaman. I'm assuming he's an Englishman. Alright. So, those guys are accounted for. I don't think he's an American or a carpenter mate. Don't think he's a ship steward. Not a topman. So, seaman. Doesn't look Russian, doesn't look Indian. He looks English. We have two people, George Shirley, Alexander Booth. Only two Englishmen left out of the seamen. He's definitely not a top man. I'm gonna guess Alexander Booth for the time being. Don't know how he died. And again, my assumption is that the people were missing. Just the unknown disappeared in the doom. I'm assuming they drown by beast. Like, that just makes sense to me, right? Like, they disappear from one scene into another. So we're gonna go ahead and just guess drowned by beast. I think that's a safe guess. And then we have this man, who also just disappears. Disappeared in the doom. We know his name. Disappeared in the doom, justice at sea. So this guy is just chilling in the background. He has like a fancy little knot in his neck. The reason you're talking about the Siberia thing is you'll probably be gone from the face of the internet unless you could access the internet somehow. We'll miss you. I mean, I'm gonna be gone until the 28th, and then like I'll be back streaming as normal in July. Just minorly different times are gonna be happening. I'll have to like alter my times to accommodate work, which is fine. Helmsman, Finley Dalton, drowned by a terrible beast. So we got a guess for you. We're trying to figure out Ascot. James Wallace. I mean, I'm assuming drowned by a terrible beast. Might as well. We might as well go for drowned by a terrible beast. Sorry, I had to cough for a few minutes. Drowned by a terrible beast. Oh my god, I can't stop sneezing and coughing. I feel like we're not 100% sure that this is James Wallace now that I think about it. How did we identify him as James Wallace? This is gonna be a problem for a while. Whatever. Sneezes are just orgasms for sick people? Gross, I don't want to think about that. Alright, I'm... Unknown soul... So again, I'm guessing he disappeared in the doom, drowned by a terrible beast. Like, we know he's one of the Chinese guys. But which one? We have Wei Li, Li Hong, and Jai Zhang. Back to the book. There's a page where I could just look at all the names and the folks in it without having to look at these various pages. That's probably a good idea right now. Alright, this is a nice page to have. Martin Perot, the third mate, his fate is not something we could fill in. So I'm guessing this is a guy who does something in the secret chapter. James Wallace, surgeon's mate, drowned by beasts. It's the best guess we got. Finley Dalton, helmsman, drowned by beast. And then Alexander Booth, seaman, drowned by beast. So we definitely have one of them wrong, right? Just clearly, one of these is wrong. We have 3 completely filled out, but it didn't tell us we're right. So something here is wrong. Drowned by beast, drowned by beast. And drowned by beast. So one of them is not right. Amadou Dion, Sierra Leone. We don't know what happened to this man. I love his little dancing, though. He's a very, very fun character. Oh, God. Alright. Who can we work with here? Who is mostly filled out? Winston Smith, the carpenter, American. Marcus Gibbs, carpenter's mate, was speared by a beast. So Marcus Gibbs could be wrong. James Wallace could be wrong. Who else do we have partially filled out here? Thinky. Hamdo Diam, Seaman. You're an unknown fate. Are we sure that's Hamdo Diam? Are we able to change his name? We can't change his name, so it's really, that's him. We're not allowed to change his fate. That's weird. It's weird I'm not allowed to change his fate right now. Whereas Alexander Booth, we get the proper page. Why are we not getting the proper page for Hamdo Diam? That's right. This is one of the guys we never figured out, like, where his page is. He doesn't have a photograph with, like, information we're allowed to fill in. That's frustrating. So I'm guessing, like, those are characters that are part of the secret chapter. Alright, Finley Dalton. Drowned by beast. I'm allowed to change everything but his name. Finley Dalton, the helmsman. Oh my god, I want to stop coughing. Good enough to play Counter-Strike? Oh, yeah. What the internet's going to be like there. I mean, it's not like you're going to a third world's kind of situation. Like, it's Siberia, but they probably have high-speed internet, I would assume. Finley Dalton, the helmsman. Drowned by a terrible beast. I'm still confident in Finley Dalton. I'm not questioning Finley Dalton. Who am I questioning? Alexander Booth. I mean, we just guessed him. Finley Dalton. Someone here is wrong. Not Finley Dalton. Marcus Gibbs. Or James Wallace. One of these two men is wrong. Search James Wallace's latest memory. Alright. James Wallace. Surgeon's mate was drowned by a terrible beast. He disappears in the Doom. And we got Memories Part 7. Oh wait, he's in the Doom Part 1 and he's in the Doom Part 7. So I'm guessing he dies in the Doom Part 7? Or does he survive the Doom? No, the Doom is 7. So he's in Soldiers of the Sea. He doesn't die there. We don't care about that then. I mean, god damn it, book. Work with me. Names. James Wallace, surgeon's mate. Why are we assuming this is the surgeon's mate? Why do we think he is James Wallace? Disappeared in the Doom. What are we trying to do? We're trying to figure out who the hell these people are. We're trying to figure out, like, one of these is wrong, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, either Marcus Gibbs is wrong, or James Wallace is wrong. I'm leaning James Wallace. I'm realizing now I don't remember why I think he's James Wallace. Like, show me the picture. Justice at Sea sketch. Like, we're calling him the surgeon's mate, and I think we're calling him the surgeon's mate because he's sitting... Like, he's standing next to the surgeon. I think that's the only reason why we're calling him the surgeon's mate, which I don't think is a good enough reason to identify this man as the surgeon's mate. I don't think he is... I don't think he's James Wallace. I think that's what I'm going to change. I think he does drown, but I don't think he's the surgeon's mate. So I feel a little bit better about that. So now James Wallace, we don't know who he is. We can't click on him and get to him. Who is James Wallace? Oh, interesting. So James Wallace is one of the people in this photo. All right, now we can confirm he's not the surgeon's mate. That makes me feel a lot better. Did we ever identify this man? Wait. What did I do? Oh, we had James Wallace used twice, and it was preventing it from being worked on. That is the weirdest way we've solved anything yet so far in this game. Alright, we've learned a fact about the game. If you're using a name twice, it will guess block you. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Are we doubling up on names anywhere else? Or do we think we have any other wrong names? This changes things a little bit for me. Alright, back to my good list here. Martin Perot we can't work with. Marcus Gibbs we have speared by beast. The carpenter's mate. How confident are we about that? If he's speared by a crab, that has to be during Soldiers of the Sea. Excellent. That's good. I'm pretty good. Feel good about this one. Good guess. What's weird is I didn't guess. What I did was correct, like, a thing I wasn't sure about. Just because, like, our guess was he's standing next to a guy, and it's like, alright, maybe that wasn't quite good enough. We're running low on things we could work on here. Hamdo Diam has an unknown fate. Dancer Man, don't know what we could do about him. The nice thing is, we're very close to having everybody filled out. Like, we have Winston Smith we need to do. I'm feeling good about Marcus Gibbs. I don't think we need to worry too much about him. So James Wallace, we got right now. Decapitated by beast. Marcus Gibbs. I'm feeling good about Marcus Gibbs. Ooh, oh, I know what we should do. Let's focus on nationalities that we should be able to figure out because they are going to stand out. Like, we have one more character, Abraham Akbar, India. Who is he? Abraham Akbar, seaman was clubbed? What? What did I just do? Abraham Akbar, clubbed by R. Whittle. I don't know how I filled that in just now. All I did was click on a picture. Did I guess right? Is that what it's telling me? That's weird. Like, I'm not confident that that is correct. There we go, I figured it out. Alright. So it can't be... If they don't pop up, it means we've already solved them. So we know who he is. We can't choose him. Alright, that's a possibility. And he's hanging out with that guy. That looks good, right? That's interesting. This is an wait a second, couldn't you scroll down more? On the list of people? Or when we were looking at the picture? India. So we click on this, it lets us look around. So in this photograph, how many people have not yet been assigned a fate? We got this guy, they don't look Indian. Doesn't look terribly Indian. Like, I'm feeling good about this guy. That guy's definitely not. Oh, sweet Jesus, you're right. It just defaulted to this photo. Alright, well, let's continue looking around. Oh, buck teeth. It doesn't hide the picture. It feels like it kind of snaps to a picture, but it might just be it's been snapping to the top. Alright, I would love to rescind my guess now. But I'm not entirely sure I can without finding his proper photograph. Can I just put in he's a crabman? He does look like an Admiral Akbar. Abraham Akbar. Abraham Akbar. You know what? We're gonna leave it. It's a guess. We'll come back to it. Any other nationalities that we can take advantage of? We have one more Englishman, George Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. 2 more Russians. Russians are kind of fun. We've identified a few of them. Alright, another India. India's good. Zungi Sathi. Exactly, the worst that happens is I'm wrong. Which I'm not terribly worried about. Sathi. So, again. Just double check. Yes, India. We're looking for someone who could be Indian. We already used him. Can't use him again. These guys don't quite look right. Other photo. I mean, this looks likely. Like, Buckteeth could be one. He could be one. No. Like, I feel like we have 3 possibilities. We got the guy on the first top part we just looked at. Buckteeth here. But Buckteeth, I think, might actually be English. But this guy I think looks pretty Indian. Zungi Sathi, ship steward, shot with a gun by Charles Minor. Alright. Other people. And how many do we have fully filled out right now? We have Speared by Beast, shotgun. If we can guess one more... Oh, we have 3, so we're wrong about 1. We have Akbar, crushed by Beast. If he died in the chapter, I think it was... Clicky... 12 memories. Yes, perished in the Doom. So I assume crushed by Beast is correct. But it could be drowned. Is that a worthwhile test? A worthwhile guess. Let's keep Akbar in mind. It might be he drowned and he wasn't crushed. We also have... shot by C minor. I feel pretty confident about that. Anyone that was shot, we saw who did the shooting. We identified them. I feel very good about those guesses. Marcus Gibbs, though. Speared by a Beast. He does say perished in Soldier of the Sea, so Speared by a Beast is a very likely way he went. So Crushed by Beast. I feel good about Crushed by Beast, Admiral Akbar. I did see the trailer update. I'm very excited about it. He was smashed by a cannon, but would he be a seaman? Well, I have Crushed by Beast, not Crushed by a Cannon. That's why I'm happy with him being a seaman, because he was on the main deck. So Akbar, Crushed by Beast. Next is Sathi. I have him as being shot by C minor. Could that be wrong? Like, I feel like we're very confident with our who shot who kind of stuff. But let's see. Perished in Soldier of the Sea. Show me the memory. What memories is he in? Unholy Captives Part 2. And Soldiers of the Sea Part 7 is apparently when he died. Is the bold correct, or is it a guess? Give me 1 second as I ponder here. God, no! Stop it. We're looking at Sathi. Shot with a gun by Charles Minor. You know, I'm very confident in that one. I don't see why we would be wrong about how he died. The bold is like, it's just stuff that we're confident in, and italics are stuff we're not confident in. The thing is, a bunch of these people are unidentified. Like, they're just names in a book. We haven't figured out who they are in the photo. So let's do a confidence check again. Marcus Gibbs, speared by beast. I feel good about that. Zungi Sathi, shot by C minor. I'm confident about that one as well. And then Akbar, crushed by beast. I feel good about that one as well. Thing is, we haven't gotten it right yet. Let's ditch this memory. Alright. Just gonna go into a random memory, just so I have something to look at.
Abigail.
Oh, we definitely got this one right. We don't need to be here.
Brother.
This chapter's just done.
My friend.
I'm not 100% sure about Akbar's face.
Dead.
Is the one problem there. The thing is, like, I don't have that many names, like, I don't know who else he could be. Alright, back to our long list of names. I feel like this is our best bet here, is just trying to piece together a few things we have going for us. Flip, 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 flip. Flip. Alright. Martin Perot, can't solve you. Everything else is good. Winston Smith is American, and we have like no clue who he is, so we can't really work with that picture. Marcus Gibbs, speared by beast. Again, pretty sure we're right about that. The one problem is this might not be Marcus Gibbs. I'm trying to remember how we came to the conclusion he's Marcus Gibbs. Memories. Memories on the deck map. Alright. Alright, a little coughing break, always fun. So he was in The Murder, Part 2. He was in Soldiers of the Sea. We're looking for the X. Alright. Hey, Jason Bauer! How's it going? Yeah, I'm thinking what we have wrong here is who this man is. Marcus Gibbs. We know how he died. But he might have been a different person in the scene. Like, I might have just gotten his fucking photograph wrong. God, there's a lot of people he could be here. What about you? No, that's what we just had. What about you? No, he's definitely not this guy. Alive in Africa? What? No. Definitely not alive in Africa. Freaking just pick a guy. Alright. Apparently he was that bad. That was nice. That was remarkably lucky. Jason Bauer says he's going well. How about me? I am sick. I did take a break. I was visiting family in New York. The thing is, guessing only works when we have a bunch of them right. Like, I was feeling super good about two of them, and then I realized, like, I don't remember why we chose this man. Alright. At this point, we're reaching the end of our list of possibilities. We're really gonna be floundering soon. We're making good progress. Like, Martin Perot, we can't fill out his fate. So, to answer your question, Jason Bauer, I was visiting family in New York for 2 weeks, so that's why there was no stream for a couple of weeks there. I'm currently sick, but I'm back in Massachusetts, so we're streaming anyway. Hamdo Diom is a seaman with an unknown fate. It's just like this dancing guy. Weatherman will cheat and get us the answers. Alright, going by the list of names here, we're out of stuff we've already filled out, so it's time for us to flip through the book. We're looking for folks that we're gonna focus on. We're gonna hone in on. I'll be leaving for a trip to Japan tomorrow, which is gonna be fun because I'm deathly ill. But while I'm gone, the channel will be active, so don't worry. My good friend Jimmy, who formerly streamed as Kindred Co-op, is joining me. He's joining the Shake the Box family. You'll see more of him on the YouTube as well. But he'll be my co-streamer. He'll stream on days I can't stream, which is a lot of fun because I love him. Hey, Miss Ginge is here. Hey, Miss Ginge. Sick Chris doesn't pay attention. I saw that you said you're gonna cheat. I don't know how you're gonna cheat. I guess you could just look them up online. But there's no fun there. Shot with a gun by Edward Nichols. Wait, I just got raided? Oh my god, my alerts are not working very well. Thank you very much, Miss Ginge, for the raid. It is greatly appreciated. I'm sorry that my alerts are busted today. I don't know what's up with it. I haven't had a single alert work today. It's driving me crazy. Did I, like, break my alert thing? Let me take one peek real quick. Edit. No, like, it has the... Everything should be working. So maybe... I think just Streamlabs is being weird today. Oh, you'll tell me when I'm wrong. I mean, we can't do that. That would be cheating, Weatherbound. Do it. You rip alerts. I'm sorry I didn't notice the raid, but thank you very much, Miss Ginge, for the raid. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you, everyone raiding from Miss Ginge. Welcome to a sick stream. I am dying today. And we're trying to solve the rest of the Obra Dinn. I'm very close. And I apologize for the fact that I'm dying actively right now. Buckteeth. I really want to figure out Buckteeth. He was killed by Itben Sia. You love sick streams. I'm so glad you love them because god am I dying. Oh my god, I'm gonna mute the mic for like 1 second and just get as much coughing out of my system as I can. I am not dead, day. Oh. Oh, this is awful. This is truly the worst. Okay. Just gonna take a second here, gonna breathe. Ooh. Alright, we want to figure out who this man is. Alright, he's got a little bit of a buck teeth situation going on. A nondescript collar, big wide ears. Like, he could be anything. I don't know who this man is. But let's think. If he's stabbed during the escape, right? He perished in the calling, which is, you know, part of the escape plot. Which means he has to be part of the mutiny. We know the mutiny involved... What's his face? Frickin'... The second mate! The second mate is largely responsible. Ah, Miss Ginge, thank you very much for the cheer. The bits are greatly appreciated. I am very down with the sickness. Alright, well, if the second mate was involved, let's just go ahead and choose the second mate's steward. Just, why not, right? Let's assume that this guy who was largely involved was doing his job well. His working for the second mate job. So that's a guess. We got that going on. He was burned to death after he stabbed him, so that's fine. This guy, speared by a terrible beast. We know he wasn't one of the Formosans, but he is wearing the outfit that the Chinese folks are wearing, so he could be one of the Chinese topmen. a purser. This man's job is just to hold the purse, which is a very important job. Don't ever let anyone tell you it's not an important job. Oh, sweet Jesus. Alright, I'm thinking this guy, given his outfit, he's one of these three men. He's either Jai Zhang, Li Hong, or Wei Li. He's one of these three. I don't know how to identify which one he is, but at least we have something to work with. We could just kind of guess. We could guess randomly. But we need one more name to be like 99%. We need to be like all the way there. That way when we guess, we know we're getting it right. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Alright, a brief coughing break. There we go. That feels better. So who is going to be our other we're pretty sure about? Let's remember page 29. This is a guy we could guess on. We need one more thing to be close. I feel okay about him. It's a real shot in the dark, but we're using facts from the game, so that's good. Like, this guy was involved, so having his mate there makes sense. These guys are definitely not going to be identified just yet. He's hard. What else we got going on here? He's difficult. Come on, give me something. God damn. Speared by a terrible beast. Somebody. Blasted by an explosion. He was crushed by a loose cannon, and it says he's a 2-star. You're lucky you can't transfer bits to wife's account. Oh, Weatherbound, thank you very much for the bits. I really need to fix my alerts. This is driving me crazy. But thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sorry the alerts are not working. I feel terrible about that. Alright, you know what? Let's go back to the list of people for a second. Yeah, you're supposed to be helping me by telling me when I get things wrong. List of people. Right? I want to focus on our 3 top men. This is what I want to focus on. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Wei Li. He's a topman. When did we lose Wei Li? Oh, pick him out of a crowd? Alright. Oh, you see, it does. It does. It snaps you. It snaps you to a specific picture. So the game is telling us he's someone in this photograph. It can't be that guy. It could be this guy. So we have 1. Well, the game put our mouse cursor right over here. We're gonna choose this man. Alright. Drowned by a terrible beast. That's interesting. Excuse me. Oh my god, this is the worst stream in the history of streaming. Okay, so we chose this picture, right? It automatically filled in drowned by a terrible beast, which means that this is someone that we've identified in a photograph somewhere. We didn't identify who they were. We identified how they died, so we just assigned a name to it. Wei Li, top man, drowned by a terrible beast. So we saw this man get drowned, which I feel good about, because if he's a top man, it means he was there for the big ol' gooey goo. The game does help you. It helps you out a little bit. It, like, limits what photograph you're paying attention to. That's really nice to know. Alright, so Wei Li, drowned by a terrible beast. I'm gonna keep that one, because it's someone we've identified how they died. I feel good about that. So Li Hong is next. Alright, well, if it's not this guy, because we just chose him, let's pick, like, the only other choice we have here. Unless there's another guy wearing that style of clothing. There really isn't. There's this guy and there's this guy. Aha! And what's nice about that is if we got the first choice wrong, there was only 2 Chinese dressed individuals on the page, so all we had to do was flip them. Why is Weathernound not VIP? I thought he was VIP. He has a little diamond next to his name. Isn't that the VIP symbol? Am I crazy? Weatherbound, are you not a VIP? Did I never make you a VIP? No, you're a VIP. I could see him in the VIP section. Weatherbound is indeed a VIP, and Noob is also a VIP. Alright, this is excellent. We're making very good progress. And that leaves us with just one more top man of Chinese nationality, which is good. They're easy to identify. They wear a very particular type of clothing. So, like, friggin' this guy, Jae Zong. He has to be in this photo, and he has to be wearing the appropriate clothing. Yes, Noob could have been a mod if he wanted. That's a bra moment? It was a very good bra moment. I'm very happy with that. I mean, again, if we got it wrong, all we had to do was floop those 2 guys. But now I'm being told there's another man in this photograph who is identifiably Chinese, which throws that out the window entirely. Like, I'm not seeing anyone wearing that clothing. Like, we got the 2 we identified. These are the Formosans. Oh, this guy. This has to be him, right? Like, who the hell else could it be? But that throws my theory that it snaps you to a particular photo out the window. Right out the window. I mean, this is the only guy wearing the clothing that I could pick. I'm trying to think of a reason why it wouldn't be him. Oh, you know what? Plunging V-neck could be him. No. You know what? I'm gonna stick with clothing. Like, they always have that particular, like, heavy colored collar going across chest. This guy doesn't have that. Top man, decapitated by a terrible beast. This is the guy that we saw having his head taken off. Like, he was the guy in the pincers. So I feel good about that. I am like 100% certain we got him right. So that's good. The problem we're facing now is now we're out of Chinese people. Like, we can't rely on the fact that they're easy to identify because they wear the same shirt. We're out of those. Who else is, like, easy to identify because of cultural things that we could point out? Like, we got the Russians left. When we're down to just Englishmen and Americans, this game is going to kick into super hard mode. You just realized you could be in 2 accounts? You could chat with yourself. Yeah, I think Russians are the next thing to focus on. We already got Volkov. We have Nikshin and Toporov. So I guess those are going to be the guys we're going to focus on first. And once again, let's go from the bottom up. Alexi Toporov. We need to locate him somewhere in this photograph. We know they like gambling. Like, we've identified a few of the Russians just from the fact that they like playing cards together. So who here looks like a Toporov to you? We just need to know they love their children too. And what is Toporov? Let's keep that in mind. Toporov is a seaman. Very specifically a seaman. He could be one of the gamblers. We know that a few of them were in the firing lineup. There's only one in the firing lineup. You would probably need to, like, have one open in Chrome and the other one open in Firefox if you wanted to do that. Alright, so there's, like, a possibility as a firing squad guy. Or he could be, like, our last gambler. Like, there's just one more beardo here. Well, if we're starting from the bottom up, let's assign him this photograph, drowned by a terrible beast. Is he part of the Doom? The Calling. Alright, so he's one of the guys that we guessed drowned earlier on. Who's the guy hanging in the picture? We figured him out at some point. Hold on, let me take a guess on Nikishin here. In that there's only one other beardo for us to choose. Yes! Oh, we're running out of people that we can identify because of cultural markers. This is gonna be really hard soon. Dude. Okay. All the way back we go. Man, we should have been playing the game like this from the very beginning, using the list. Do 2 easy ones and a hard one. I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do, is identify 2 easies and then, like, figure out the last thing. Although, again, like, welcome to super hard mode. We've identified all of the people of Indian descent who were easy to identify because of their clothing. We identified all of the Russians now because they're always gambling. And during the firing squad scene, we could hear one of their voices. So that was those guys. All the Chinese folk were wearing the same outfit. All of the Formosans were together because they were part of, like, a special group with the chest. And now we are left with a bunch of whiteys that all look the same. Like, the Americans are indistinguishable from the Englishmen, who are indistinguishable from the Scots, who are indistinguishable from the Swedes. Like, we had a Danish guy we were able to identify because they said, you dirty Dane. I'm pretty sure that people enjoy the game more by trying to solve it correctly. I believe we are doing it correctly. Like, we've gone through... Every single person in our book right now has a fate. Like, we know how they died. We went through... We identified the scenes, we identified how they died. If they went missing between scenes, we assume they drowned because of beasts. You know, they got lifted up by tentacles, or pulled overboard by mermaids. So, like, pretty confident in how people died. Which leaves us with their names. We have to identify who they are. And the best way to do that was going by, like, this guy wears a hat that we're pretty sure is, like, either Indian or Russian. Did it. Figured it out because of that. The Russians were gambling. We figured that out because of the sick scene. So we went for all the people gambling, and then we had one leftover Russian. We know during the firing squad sequence, one of those guys was doing the shooting. We used that to our advantage. Spiked by a sparrow. Like, so people that are speared, we're 100% sure they were speared. People that are crushed, we're sure about. People that exploded, we're sure about. Crushed by cannons, we're sure about. Drowned by a terrible beast. Again, confident just because they disappear between scenes. We have a picture of how the beast died and who killed it. The Kraken, I don't think was killed. I believe the Kraken, they blew up a chunk of its tentacles and then it went away. It just ran away because it was an injured animal. Knifed by Olis Waiter. So we know this guy got knifed. We don't know who he is. Unknown souls alive in Africa. Clubbed. Yeah, it's a very satisfying song when you get it right. Now, if this guy was clubbed by the captain, right? He's clubbed by the captain. We can assume he's part of the mutiny. So that's like a thread we should follow, is the mutiny. Is there anyone else that's like close to that dude that we could take advantage of there? So who was friends with the second mate and would want to kill Captain Witterell? That's a tough one. I don't really think we're gonna be able to figure that out. Unknown soul. Like, who the hell's left? Purser, a steward, third mate steward, fourth mate steward. I don't think the third mate was part of it, and I don't think the fourth mate was part of it either. It was the last Kraken. It was just looking for a hug or to film some stuff. Some special stuff. So I don't think it's any of those. Like, midshipmen are too generic. Like, we can't really take advantage of that. We only have these 2 pages. Who could it be? Alright. There's not that many names left. Like, it could be George Shirley. I'm pretty sure it's an Englishman. That at least, like, helps us out. It could be either a topman, a seaman, a midshipman. Let's focus on English. He had an English accent in the memory. Topman makes you think of a man in a big old top hat. I could kind of see that. Who is Lewis Walker? Or George Shirley. It could really be either one of these two. I'm gonna say George Shirley's a possibility, Lewis Walker's a possibility. Or these 2 topmen are. Oh my god. I don't think it's one of the stewards. I really don't think it's a steward. Unknown soul, he's clubbed. He had an English accent. All the people in the mutiny were English. At the end there. Right before the captain shoots himself, right? Papillon says, Lewis Walker is son of Walker, Texas Ranger, and Lewis Black. Alright. That doesn't make me think it was him. Or does it make me think it's him? You know what? Just because you made that joke, we're gonna go with Lewis Walker. Lewis Walker, clubbed by the captain. So we have a name to him. I'm not confident in the slightest about that. Come on, pages, flip. Alright. Lewis Walker, clubbed by Captain Witterell, just because someone made a joke in chat about his name. Seems like a good guess to me. Back to my favorite photograph. / list of people's names. What else can we work with here? You're gonna have Chick-fil-A. Delicious. Don't call me Shirley. Let's just work our way up from the bottom. George Shirley. Alright, that's a nice coughing break. I felt good about that one. George Shirley. We don't know who he is. At all. Like, no idea. Again, the problem is, like, English people look like everybody. They look like every last human being in the world. He doesn't look terribly English. Alright, let's go by George Shirley. God damn it, we need to identify him so we can start taking guesses on what... Alright. Book. Let's just flip. Let's look for a guy who could be George Shirley. What's George Shirley do? What kind of role does he play on the boat? He's a seaman. So he could be literally anywhere on the boat. Useless. Absolutely useless in every way. Just pick a guy. Any random guy. Let's like look for someone that we're making progress on and see. No, 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 no. Spiked by a terrible beast. We'll come back to him. The spiked people. Oh, it's Shirley Temple, of course. Obviously. None of you guys we can work with. Looking for somebody who has partially filled out results. This unknown soul was blasted by an explosion. Alright, so this is the guy who blew up with the big explosion. He's the body floating up there. Likely a seaman because the top men were in the ropes at the time. So it can't be a topman, right? Back to our list, we only have 2 pages. He can't be a topman. He was on the ground, he was picked up off the floor. I don't think he would be one of the stewards. I don't think they would have been there at that point in time. I don't know what a purser is. But Baldy doesn't look particularly Scottish. We're just gonna pick George Shirley. That's the one we were guessing on, right? Why not? Why not? Why not guess on George Shirley? This guy was crushed by a loose cannon. Blasted by an explosion. Oh, this is the guy that was up in the explosion. This is the guy that was underground at the time. That makes me even more confident that he's a midshipman. Not a midshipman. A seaman. That makes me more confident about that. Not much more confident, but more confident, you know? to a slight degree. We should be able to figure this man out. 10 memories. His first memory is in the bitter cold. I wish I didn't click on that because it flipped the pages many, many times. Let's try and figure this guy out. He perished in the Doom Part 5. Show memories on deck map. So this is the guy that gets crushed there. We need to figure out who he is. Where's another memory that features him? Wait a sec. 4 memories. There have to be 4 memories. Here's one. Unholy Captives Part 2. On the gun deck. He has no memories on the top. 1 memory in the gun deck. Where are the other memories? So I think in this situation is when we know there's a memory within a memory. Now here we go. He's part of the memory where the man poopin' gets crushed. A purser is effectively the treasurer. They're responsible for all money and also supplies. You know what? That is helpful. Oh, Weatherbound's gonna give us a hint. Alright, Weatherbound, hook me up with a hint. So that's 1 memory, 2 memory. He's part of 4 memories, so I'm guessing the other 2 are memories within memories. So we're gonna head to... Oh, right, also, when he dies. This is when he dies. Oh, chicken's good? That's your hint? Thank you. Oh no, that's a hint. So let's head into the Doom or Unholy Captives. When's he dies in the Doom Part 5. Let's go to Unholy Captives Part 2. I don't think people are like, oh no, blank died. Like, we don't hear that happen very often in the game, right? So let's head to Unholy Captives Part 2 and see if we can, like, find him. He has parted hair and looks pretty neat. He's a neat looking guy. Ooh, lentils and sausage soup. Are you at a Carrabba's? That's right, I made a restaurant reference. Fight me. Alright, we're gonna go to the gun deck. It's toward the front of the gun deck. And it's this guy, crushed by a loose cannon. Ba-doo-boo, ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo-ba-dee-doo. Da-da-da. Gonna walk backwards down the stairs because I can. Nope, this is the gun deck. Tab. Memories. Show them on the deck map. So that's where he dies, right in front of us. We're looking for the memory right at the foot of the stairs. Let's go!
Clear the deck. Move the boat to stern and throw the bodies over.
Listening for names.
What's your foot in?
Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Never know.
Alright.
Take it slow.
We know this is the guy who gets crushed by the body, so let's just skip straight ahead to that happening.
No.
Guy getting spiked. So we're looking for... I really should remember page numbers before we skip around. He was further ahead, right? Sure, surely. We're looking for this guy. He has a nice collar, his hair is neat, and he was crushed by a loose cannon. Trying to identify him in this scene, even though it's not where he dies. Not you. You have a neat collar. Nope, you have an ascot. This is him. This is him. Crushed by a loose cannon. Alright, he's watching the body. How can we identify him? Let's go by the picture here. He's right next to the third mate. I don't know if that helps us at all. Maybe he is the third mate's dude. Crushed by cannon. Alright, he's standing next to the third mate. Let's keep that one in. Page 81. Page 81 is the page he is prominently featured on. Crushed by a cannon. Problem is, it's not listed because we haven't put a face to him. Wait. Wait. Isn't this his face right here? Like, we could just look at the photo? No, we need to identify his goddamn name. Jesus Christ, that's right. I was going to that page because I want to see if we have used a third mate's buddy yet. Third mate steward. Roderick Anderson. We haven't used Roderick Anderson for anything yet. Do we think this might be Roderick Anderson? We have like no reason to make that guess, do we? Ultimate Noob says yes? Are you saying we should use Roderick Anderson for this guy? Roderick Anderson. I mean, just filling things in is helpful, right? Like, if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, we come back and we mess around with it some more. Roderick Anderson. Oh man, it defaulted to this page. So far, we've been predicting that if it defaults to a page, they're on that page. So that's killing me. That doesn't make me feel confident about that at all. But there's really no reason not to pick him, I guess. You know what? We're gonna trust his galaxy brain. Your galaxy brain did it! Good work. Good work, Ultimate Noob, and your galaxy brain. Your guess was right. It was Roderick Anderson. Apparently George Shirley was right, but we were feeling pretty good about that. The one that's really out there, though, is Lewis Walker. We chose him exclusively because people in chat made a Walker, Texas Ranger joke. I'm becoming less confident now that we're running out of names. You could steal the title from him. Man,